Hi everybody, Alex Employer from Expert Forex, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a trading system that has no risk and requires no margin to trade. Now in Forex trading, the biggest obstacles are managing margin, especially if you are in an EU country. Now in this video I'm going to show you a trading system that has zero risk and zero margin requirement. Okay, so let's look at such a system. Now I haven't drawn diagrams because I specifically want you to understand the system as I'm going to describe it. So let's go through this particular system. So the first point is you choose a transaction distance, and in this case let's say 20 pips. I'm talking about a distance, so you don't have to worry about the direction, you don't have to worry about the currency that you're using, and you don't need to worry about the time frame that you're using. So you can choose any currency, any time frame. Start by choosing a transaction distance. Then you start by entering a buy and a sell at the same time at the start of this transaction. Now just think about it. Because you have a buy and a sell, most brokers will offset the margin requirements. In other words, there will be no margin requirements because essentially the buy cancels the sell margin out. There will also be no risk because the price is either going to go up or down, and whether it goes up and down, you're going to be making a profit in one and a loss in the other. And just by the way, I mean, excluding spread to keep things nice and simple and understandable. All right, so the third point is you let the price travel the transaction distance, either up or down, doesn't matter, it travels the transaction distance. So the next point is you cash in the positive leg. So if it's gone up, you'll cash in the buy. If it's gone down, you cash in the sell. At that point, you enter another buy and a sell. So at that point, the new transactions are hedges, but you have another open transaction that's still floating around. So the next step in this transaction is to balance the lot sizing. So if you have two lots that are selling and one lot that is buying, then it means you need to add another buy to balance the lot sizing of your transactions. Now, once you've balanced the lot sizing of your transactions at that particular point, again, you are in a perfect hedge. Because you have, let's say, two buy lots and two sell lots. So you cannot make a loss. Also, because you have two buy lots and two sell lots, your broker will say, no margin required. This is a hedge. So again, you in a zero risk and zero margin required. And then you just repeat steps 3 and 6 until you have made enough money. Now you'll find if you run the system that your lot sizing starts getting really big, but it doesn't matter because you don't need any margin to finance those lots. You'll be cashing in a positive deal every time you trade. So your account balance will start going up and up and up. But then what we did quite a long time ago is that you can see this is a very mechanical type of trading system. So the thing to do then is to automate it. So that's exactly what we did, is we created a hedge Forex Robot. And here is the full hedge Forex Robot. And as you can see, it's a very simple robot. All you need to tell it is what kind of gap size, we call it a gap, but it's actually a transaction size that you want to trade, and what your initial size of your transactions will be. So in this case, it's one mini lot. That's all the EA knows, because the EA is then programmed to cash in the positive leg and rebalance the lots at that particular point instantaneously. So you're always moving from a perfectly hedged environment into another perfectly hedged environment all the time. You're going from zero risk in the beginning to zero risk as you start your next move to your next transaction length. You also have zero margin requirements because you have always got an equal amount of buy lots to sell lots. So this is actually a very simple EA, this full hedge EA. So what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to do a bit of trading using this full hedge EA and see what results we get and how fast the account balance builds up. Now I hope I've given you something to think about, and I look forward to the next video where I can show you the full hedge EA trading this system. So for me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.